Luke 3:23, indeed this was also being prophesied in Old Testament that 1 year before Jesus died he will start his ministry. This doesn't mean that Jesus just started preaching when he already 30 years old. In fact, at the age of 12 he already started talking about the words of God publicly. And it was written, when Jesus grew up he is having wisdom and stature. How could Jesus be said having wisdom and stature if he did not show it or if he did not preach before his age of 30? Now why is that it was said Jesus started his ministry at the age of 30? It is not because this was been prophesied, but this is it. It is about Jesus as a man in Deuteronomy 18:15. Being a man he needs to be entered into the church that was built by the Christ the Word the God. If this does say Jesus built his church, that is to mean he be worshipped, for God built his church to Abraham so for him to be worshipped. As church means wholeness of the worshippers of God, so is it as religion. The one who inherited the throne of David, which is Judaism, is the man Jesus, not the Christ, for everything is God's, as the Christ the Word is God. So the man Jesus needs to be entered into Church of Christ by way of baptism, so that for him is a right to have a ministry inside the church. Meaning, all sects who rejected the existing Church of God, their ministry are fake, as they are outside the true existing Church of God. So if John the Baptist started his ministry at the age of 30 souls, therefore this is another reason why Jesus started his ministry at the age of 30. For as I've said, he needs to be entered yet into the church of God, as to which the Christ rebuilt thus to Peter. So this is another reason that all the believers in time of Adam to Abraham are now then also Catholic, like as the man Jesus was baptized by John the Baptist in the church of God, but since one was rebuilt by the Christ to Peter, as making a Judaism Christianity or Christianity, so is the man Jesus of being baptized in the church of God by John the Baptist, as became also as Christians. So if Jesus given the church to the Romans, mainly the Europe, the descendants of Esau, calling it Roman Catholic Church, so as therefore all believers will becomes Christians in the RCC, as it is the ministry of the church of God now, which is the church of Christ. So it is so clear that Jesus began his ministry at the age of 30, because it is the time that God through John the Baptist started to baptize, which is important to man Jesus, so that for him to be entered into the church is for him to have a right to minister the ministry of the church, for no one has a right to minister if they outside the true existing church of God. And why John the Baptist started his baptizing at the age of 30, as it is for him to clear the way first for the Lord Jesus,